Okay, it's about 3 minutes to go before the race. By way of introduction, I'm Brian Mudge. I'm going to try and think out loud. So I'll do this race talking about what I'm thinking. But about me, my FTP in watts is 233. My weight is 105 kilos, which is about 225 pounds for Americans. So my FTP in watts per kilo is about 2.2. In saying that, I have won some of these HBR or beginner racing races. It's a bit about smarts as well. And I'll try and give you insights as I'm riding. I have done a 10-kilometre warm-up with Bernie, the Robo Pacer, just to get my legs warmed up. If you're new to these races, they start very, very fast. Bear in mind, if you watch my watts that I'm putting out, bear in mind that my FTP is 233. Just keep that in the back of your mind. I run Source for Swift, so you'll see there's a few extra screens I have up. One's WBAL, that's work low balance. That will go down as I'm over FTP. It will go back up as I come back up to FTP. I also have one for percentage draft. Now, that's important, but is try and stay in the draft. If you look in the lower left hand of the screen, you'll see my up our average max, and then I do a 20-minute watts per kilo in there. Heart rate, pretty normal ones there, cadence, and then you'll see a draft one, current percentage average, percent of draft. The key here for me being a 2.2 rider, trying to keep up with a 2.4 rider, I need to stay in the draft. About 1 minute to go. I'll start packing very shortly, just to get my legs spinning. Get my legs spinning out a little bit. Got all this set nice to the cord and all that sort of stuff. I'll start building up my power with about 20 seconds to go. I'm ready to go. Here we go, start to build up my RPM cadence. Getting out close to FTP now. Really increase the power. Now this will hold at high watts probably for about 30 seconds to a minute. Try and stay in the front group. That's a relatively tame start. Now, stay with this front group. In the draft wherever possible. Okay, settle down a little bit. Yeah, trying to stay in the draft. Otherwise working, I'm not in the draft now. So I'm just going to ease up slightly. Now I'm in the draft again. But staying in that front group. You'll see there my draft percentage dropped, even though I'm behind someone. As I get fully in the pack, draft percent goes up. I'm not in the draft, so I'm just going to ease up a little bit. Still not in the draft. Now I'm in the draft. Don't be scared about dropping back and getting back in the pack. Just make sure you do stay in the pack. So a group of about 16 riders. I sort of want to be in the top 10 wherever possible. Just keeping an eye on splits. Reality at this point of the race, it's more important to be in the draft than to be right at the front. As well, I've recovered slightly and my breathing's okay. A bit more about me. In Swift Academy, I always come up as a sprinter. Those who know me know that I have a kick. I can kick, depending on how many matches I've got left, I can kick up to over 1300 watts, but I don't hold that for very long. But my 5-second average, or peak average, I think it's about 1100 watts. It all comes down to how many matches I have. So if I do a lot of chasing people down and things like that, that will burn matches, and therefore I'll have less power for spare at the end. I suspect this group will stay like this. So it may split, may lose one or two on the little horseshoe climb, coming up after the ghost town. More likely we'll lose some climbing out of Tempest. Bear in mind the route for this is Tick Tock. So we'll go out of Tempest, down through the tunnels, out of the tunnel over the bridge, back to Tempest again. Once again, I'm just sitting here in the draft as much as possible. I will do the odd turn on the front, it's only fair. Let's do one of those now, so just use on a little bit more power. So you don't want to burn too many matches. Don't tire yourself out too much. Now I'll ease back a bit. Try and stay towards the front here, just in case it does split slightly up this very small climb. I'm not expecting to lose too many riders on this one. I have to be extra careful on climbs because my weight works against me. Push here a little bit. Pull a small group off. So as these ones come up, to make sure I stay in the group. You find it a lot easier over the whole race the more you're in the draft. Here. Heads up. Draft. Draft. Ain't got too much talking along this, but pretty much stay in the draft, stay in the group. Just keep monitoring, making sure you're behind another rider. I've been in the draft, as you'll quite often catch the front person. To actually get past them, you've got to put a little bit of power on. As soon as you come into the wind, it's hard, or harder. Not impossible, but don't be surprised if you pull up beside someone and don't get past them. Easing up slightly to stay in the draft. Keeping an eye on that guy in the yellow, or person in the yellow up front. Make sure they don't get too far ahead. Just with a little bit of power on here. It's easy for the pack to catch a solo rider. They've got to put a lot of extra power on if they want to make a breakaway stick. There they go, get back in. Just back to monitoring. Make sure I'm in the draft. Every so often go up front. Around this corner, there's a slight climb, 1 or 2%. I just need to be aware of it once again because I'm late. I don't want to dig too deep though, because we've got the climb out of Jeepers, which I know there will be slits on there. Okay, not too far now to the climb out of Tempest. Need to stay very alert here. A quick drink. Want to keep your fluids up. Staying very alert on this climb. You better get a short recovery after this climb. Just don't want you might get too far ahead. If you have a look at my W bell now, it's down below 5. I've seen it go into the negatives. Downhill bit to recover a bit. Make sure you stay with the pack. Okay. We lost 4 riders from the group on the climb. So down to 12 in the front pack. I'm just going back into making sure I'm in the draft as much as possible and keeping an eye on for riders. They don't get too far ahead. You'll be able to tell from my talking that I've put a bit of effort in. But you can already see my W bell is coming back to 10 because I'm down below my FTP. Coming up to this tunnel, a little bit of a kick up. You drop down, recover as much as you can on the downhills. No super tough. It's 17 degrees outside, 7 o'clock in the morning when the race started. So, glasses on. So it's 24.1 degrees in my pain cave. That looks up cool. Just monitoring things. Sure no one gets too far ahead. Staying the draft where possible. I'll turn on the front. Oh, is that going through faster? Eye on there. Making sure it wasn't a breakaway attempt. Like it was just a big draft, I think, as they came through with a bit of speed. The next bit I need to be careful of is climbing out of the tunnel. And then the slight incline up to campus again. We got riders got back on, we're up to 14 in the group. I need to watch on this line. So it's eye a bit. Right, a little power here on the climb. Just make sure they don't get too far ahead. Come on. That effort. Look at my W bell. Every breathing's down. Nine at the moment, the harder it is to stay in the draft. So I'm in a group of 9, 10 seconds behind us. There's a group of 2. I say should, be able to get a top 10 finish. Towards the back of the pack, you get more draft than towards the front. But you don't want to get caught out too far back. Not with 1.2 k's to go. I suspect the speed will rise a bit going into the finish. I usually hit whatever power I've got left with a couple of 100 meters to go. But it's a ever-changing picture that I'll learn to adapt. People sprint from 400 meters. I suspect they'll conk out before the line. $200 meters is about my limit at full power. So 500 meters to go. Flying high here, so I don't spin out when I sprint. Well, I thought they were going to be the sprint go then, but early. Oh, that was close for third and fourth. Oh, fourth. Oh. Oh. I'll just get my breath back. Totally emptied the tank. That's what you got to do for the finish. There, the sprint really started with about 300 to go, which was too far for me. Didn't have enough matches left, but I'm happy with fourth. I'll slowly go out of the screen. 5-second power, 960 watts. I've obviously burnt a few matches. You can see my heart rate peaked. I think that's my heart rate monitor going a bit dicky actually. I wouldn't have gone that high, I would have died. Peaked today, just over 1,000 watts. Check that screen. And then the critical power. And so that. That one. Let's get that one out. That one. Bracing. Save. So my average was 214 watts. Yeah, I had to save some for the end. No, I still failed. But fourth, I was going to be another 10 or 50, 10 to 50 meters. I reckon I would have got third, maybe second, but fourth is what I got. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you learned something about some of the insights into beginner racing. I'm by no stretch of the imagination an expert. To get the first place, you basically got to do everything right. For me, I've worked a little bit too hard, and the sprint started 300 odd meters out, which was too far for me. So I started at about 250, I think it was. I was gaining on people, but it was too late. Oh well, that's life. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you later.